What's up, guys? Today, it's finally time to talk about the annual pass and the Black Armory DLC coming to Destiny 2 on the 4th of December. So, of course, we are now in Season of the Forge. This is Season 5 of Destiny 2. Today, we've got, of course, the big in-game updates. We've got patch notes and things to talk about. I'll have plenty of content breaking down all of the stuff you'll need to know. But, of course, we also have the new vidoc from Bungie with reveals about the annual pass and the Black Armory itself. So we get a look at new game modes, new activities, an increase in power level, new exotics, some of the rewards across Black Armory and Annual Pass, how we're going to acquire them, information about the new Black Armory vendor. Bungie have even given us a roadmap of content that we can expect to see over the next few months. They talk about the Dawning, various different forges that we're going to get access to, and a bunch of other stuff, guys. So I really hope you enjoy this video. We've got a lot to talk about today. If you do enjoy it, a like is very much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But now, let's get into it. So like I said, Bungie have revealed a whole bunch of information today about the upcoming content that we can expect to see. But first up, they do talk about the seasonal updates that we're going to get. You can actually see a new roadmap on the screen right here. We can break down more about this in just a moment, but obviously we're going to get quite a bit of content over the coming months. We can see a whole bunch of new gameplay and gear in the background. And Bungie talk a little bit about the annual pass. They confirm firstly that we're going to see an increase in power level for every annual pass update. So this is going to be 50 power levels every single time, and that means in Black Armory, we'll be able to go up to power level 650. They also confirmed a little bit about events such as the Dawning. This one is actually returning this year as the winter event, and we can see a returning character right there. It's Eva Levante, the old shader lady from Destiny 1. So it looks like she's coming back. She's not dead after all, and obviously that'll be a pretty interesting lore-filled event. But here, just to look through a little bit of this new Bungie vidoc, we can see the Guardian at 650 power right there, and we get a little bit of B-roll with some new gear, some new weapons, a pretty cool looking exotic bow right there, some interesting looking sparrows as well, and that Bungie gets specifically into some of the upcoming content. So this is going to be the new vendor hub for the Black Armory, and we can see a pretty cool looking exotic ghost shell right there, and we see the new vendor, who we now know to be called Ada. She's going to be sending us out on a bunch of quests to hunt down weapons from these lost forges, and we can see some of them right here. So we've got a Titan with a new armor set, as well as a pretty cool looking heavy machine gun, a Warlock once again with new armor, and we've got a very cool looking exotic bow by the looks of it. And we know about this Lost Forges activity. This will actually happen over different foundries, and it looks like there are going to be 3 foundries, and these are the lost cultures we spoke about in a previous video, ancient weapon foundries, but there will be different forges that you can actually jump into. So we've got one here, the Volunda Forge, and this references a specific kind of faction. We'll talk a little bit more about the roadmap in just a second, but it looks like these are going to roll out over time. They talk about a new exotic sniper rifle though, and it's called Uzanagi's Burden. And this sniper is going to be able to one-shot to the body apparently via its intrinsic bonus. Some kind of special reload, we don't know exactly how it works, but if you can do it, it essentially crams all 4 shots into one. So you can use it for a lot of DPS, or to body shot targets, potentially in Crucible as well by the sounds of things. We can see that it's a pretty tasty looking exotic sniper right there. There is a new bow that'll be coming in this update as well. They say it works a little bit like Thorn, so I'm not sure what it does. It does appear to have an explosion of some sort. Maybe it'll also tick damage as well. And the next one is a new fusion rifle, which actually fits over your hand right here. Pretty interesting design. And this fires a slug, as they describe it, that sets everything on fire. And apparently the fire will actually chase targets as well, so it's definitely going to be pretty trolly. Certainly an interesting looking weapon. They say there will be 5 new exotics in the game, and we can see as well, it looks like some kind of arc charge grenade launcher style weapon here. Behaves kind of like a grenade launcher, but obviously the result is pretty different. But of the 5 exotics that are in the game, one of them is actually going to be a returning favorite, and this was said by the devs inside of the commentary right here. We can see Callum's Grave. You may remember this from the Malfeasance quest, and a hunter with a hand cannon right there. So it looks like the last word is confirmed to be returning, potentially with some slight aesthetic adjustments right there. But there we have it, certainly confirmed at this point, which is pretty cool. On top of this, of course, we will be getting a bunch of new machine guns. We did see some earlier on. There's a new weapon here called Threat Level, a primary kinetic shotgun, once again with trench barrel. And we do get a more detailed look here at the breakneck auto rifle, as well as the mountaintop grenade launcher. And finally, Bungie give us a bit of a tease right here to the new raid lair that we'll get in this DLC. So it is actually going to be in the old city. This was something that was previously leaked, and it looks like this one was correct as well. And they say they want to hark back a little bit more to the Wrath of the Machine style encounters that we saw, but also there will be sections here where you'll actually use vehicles to traverse the raid, which is pretty interesting. So this stuff all looks really exciting, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll play a full section of that vidoc in just a moment, but we can take a better look right here at the roadmap that Bungie provided. So we can see between December and February, we've got the Dawning, the power increase that comes with Black Armory, new vanity rewards, triumphs and lore books, as well as new rank rewards, Iron Banner and Crimson Days, which of course will come in February. And those are the free seasonal updates, but then we have the annual pass content, and for Black Armory, it includes weapons and gear, exotic quests, new raids, triumphs, lore books, and Black Armory forges, of which there will be different types we spoke about a moment ago. And we can see that in March, they're adding Gambit private matches, exotic quests, a spring event, a power increase, once again, more collectibles, vanity rewards, and rank rewards, a new Gambit experience as part of the annual pass content, Xur Bounties, so a big upgrade to Xur come in later on in the year, and they do confirm that in the summer we'll get Solstice of Heroes. All of the other previous kind of updates to the game will still happen in that season as well, but we will get new weapons and gear as part of the annual pass, and they have listed some redacted items right there, so some new activities, some secret stuff they're not willing to tell us about, and a new 6-player match-made activity, so that certainly sounds like it's going to be pretty interesting. But they say in the coming weeks, annual pass holders are in for a series of firsts. Beginning December 4th, you're invited to visit the Black Armory. You'll be sent on a series of quests to rediscover, reactivate, and reclaim 4 lost forges, and the weapons they offer as a reward. The raid is going to open on December 7th, and the bravest fire teams among us will make their initial runs in the hopes of powerful rewards and community glory, and the Dawning is actually going to begin on December 11th, so lots of content. They say they'll keep providing information on all the updates we're going to get. So guys, it's going to be super exciting stuff. Let me know your thoughts on it down below. I will link Bungie's full vidoc in the description below as well if you want to go and check it out. But here I'm going to play the full section about Black Armory from inside of this vidoc, so you guys can check it out if you want to. Also bear in mind, we've just had the Season 5 update in game, so there will be a bunch of in-game changes happening right now. We do have patch notes and things to talk about, so I'll keep you guys posted over the next few videos. But if you have enjoyed this one, guys, a like is very much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe to see a lot more Destiny 2 content. But for now, whatever you guys get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.
So in Season of the Forge, that's going to be the new Black Armory forges and a new Horde mode based experience. In Joker's Wild, Season of the Drifter, that's going to be new Pinnacle Gambit activities that you can play with your friends. And then in Season 7, the focus is really on discovery and subversion and exciting new secrets that we can't wait for players to discover themselves. But the annual pass really starts going in earnest in December. That's going to be when you're going to discover the Black Armory.
You are not welcome here, Guardian.
Ada is representing the Black Armory, a faction that you've never heard of before.
The Black Armory is all about mystery. They're all about being the ultimate weapon crafters.
Ada has been keeping the secrets of the Black Armory since the Golden Age, trying to keep them away from
prying eyes of the Vanguard.
Keep them away from the prying eyes of the Vanguard. She doesn't really trust Guardians, but some of the secrets have been lost even to her.
She needs you to go out into the world and hunt down each forge.
Reclaim it, reignite it, and build out the arsenal even further.
You will have to push back waves of enemies so that you can actually get your components into the forge and manufacture your weapon yourself.
You're the blacksmith, and you are forging those weapons.
Yeah. Like sci-fi meets magic.
We've heard players asking for matchmaking and activities. This new Forge activity delivers on that.
We're trying to address the challenge with like Eslish Protocol and Blindwell, where we know you want to play with people, you want to matchmake with them, and so this is our first step into solving that problem. The Black Armory is these lost craftsmen who develop these special weapons that from founders we haven't seen before, all coming from the Norse and Japanese and French family lines.
There's 3 families that were involved in the Black Armory. You can definitely feel the theming in those weapons and the backstories and how they came to be and the roles that they perform. Izanagi's burden is the crazy sniper rifle, where you have a magazine of 4 rounds, and if you do the special reload, it actually crams all 4 bullets into a single round that does damage. That is brutal and will like totally compete with Whisper and Sleeper.
It's a sniper rifle that can body shot an enemy. That's all I need to say.
The bow is from the Fringe family. It's beautiful. It feels a little thorny in the way it plays. If you like Thorn from Destiny 1, you're gonna love this bow. Jotun is the fusion rifle.
Goes on your hand.
It goes on your hand. It's the arm blaster, as it was affectionately referred to, and it fires a giant fireball slug that will set the ground on fire.
And it follows you.
And it will track you down and murder you. It knows where you live. So we've got 5 new exotics, including 4 brand new awesome weapons and 1 old favorite.
We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna go to the city. Like, we've never done anything like that before, and it's awesome.
And you drop straight into this old part of the city that you haven't ever been in because it's been off limits.
It's about the unexpected. It's got vehicles. It's different in a very refreshing way.
It's a throwback to Wrath of the Machine style combat. It's much more focused on high action, high adrenaline.
Keep the throttle pegged. That would be my my advice.
We really don't want to be a box product that you think of as being on a disc. We want to be a world that evolves and changes over time.
Anytime you try something new, it's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be scary, but we got to forge ahead. Like, the world's changing, games are changing. It's time to set a new course.
We don't want to play it safe. We want to take risks, and we want to have this annual pass explore some of these areas that we haven't done before. We think that started with Forsaken, and we liked what we did, and we want more of it.